Ah. Howdy, everybody. What's happening? What a day. Hey, Zaxxon. What's going on?
How you doing, Wrench?
Yeah.
Hello, you Diver, Steven Stark, AAA, Rusty Nuggets, Jason Miner, Pitbull, Mary, Dina, bunch of great folks.
Jason E. Minor, Lester. Who else? Pitbull. Gale. Aquadonkey. I already forgot who he said. Rusty Nugget. Brad Hayden.
Well, Josh,
All right. So, how's everybody today?
I'm good.
Josh, what's happening? Hopefully, everybody's had a better day than us. Crash,
Hello,
what's going
Crash.
on?
Crash was talking last night. He was getting ready to go out and have his kids diamond mining for him. Smart guy right there.
Hey, if it works, it works.
No, that's an incorrect statement. If they work, it works. Difference.
What's up, Paul?
Oh, Paul.
No, I actually just got home at about 10 after 8. Yeah, it was a long day, and buddy of mine had a problem with his truck, and the welder, they were sitting there all hanging out. So,
Oh,
I
barbecue.
hung out, we were talking, getting some stuff done. Hey, go barbecue. Welcome to the show. Or GQ barbecue, sorry. San Antonio. Welcome.
Sorry to hear that, Dorothy.
Plastic at the Swank this weekend. Hey, Lord Shadow. How do you do, Greg? So, yeah, I had a day from Crazyville. We had a gardener show up to the job, and this gardener wanted to tell us what to plant, where to plant it, and yeah,
You got heavy
and
equipment.
what
There's
about?
a good chance you got some size on her too, man. You know how to create a good fertilizer.
I only had the little giant there, the mini loader, so I couldn't really dig anything.
If you don't know how to dig a hole with a mini loader, you need to go back to school.
You've never dug in New England, I've taken it.
I didn't even know New England was a real place. I thought it was just one of those places out of Hallmark movies had all that white crap flying around year round.
Too many rocks, but surprisingly, with some forks and some big trees, they had a transplant. And of course, the last landscaper there left the cages, burlap, and plastic on the trees when he planted them.
Yeah, due to their supposed drought, they made us kill all our trees, so we got none. The last remaining tree on, well, I still have a huge palm tree, California, go figure. Uh, The last remaining shade tree I had on my property, code enforcement, it was a mulberry, a fruitless mulberry. Code enforcement made me trim it in the middle of summer, which obviously killed half of the tree.
Silver. I ran out of stickers. Still trying to get some Alaskan. Um, Silver bag probably would be. No, there's a small ones with the gold ones. The gold ones are usually the
Silver one side, clear the other. That might have been you, Rich.
silver bags where it was me. It's the gray dust. The silver ones were the smaller version of the um, play bag, and the gold bags were the bags that had all the powder dust, all the very very fine dust. So that's what it's supposed to be.
No, it's not that they won't let us water our trees, lady diver. They under the premise of a drought to save water for the more populated areas, they claim we were under a drought, and since we're in a desert, they hiked our water prices ridiculously. Uh, so the more populated areas would use more water, or could receive more water, or claim they're not in a drought. Reality is the more populated areas are simply more populated. And we weren't actually under any drought. They just called it a statewide thing and jacked up our rates in the desert. Hello, fairy dust.
Hey, Katie.
Brad Hayden's wanting to know if you shipped out his bag yet.
Nobody's got shipped out. I have been working nonstop and haven't had a chance to do anything.
Did mine hit the mail?
Nope.
Okay. I was
Uh,
I was checking the mail
nope.
all week for it, making sure that I wouldn't miss it, but
No,
jokes
I
on
will
me.
send tracking. I just haven't. I really need to get to it.
We
I've
don't
been
have time.
trying, but again, working this late is just kicking my ass.
Did you sell out all your bags?
What's that?
Did you sell out of all your bags?
Yes, they're all sold. They're all packaged. They're all ready to go. They just need labels.
So you sold all your
I have
gold?
one person. y- Yeah, I have one person that's asking me, but I told him I need to pan some stuff out first before I do anything else. And I wanted to pan some stuff tonight, but obviously getting home at 10 after 8 really didn't help.
Well, you almost got that room set up to where you can have a permanent panning station, don't you?
Just about. I was hoping to. What I really wanted to do was take when the dredge comes in because it's such a smaller pump than the than for the piglet. I wanted to try and test that out with all this material that's behind me, all these boxes. So I want to take all these boxes, put them in a thing, and just use the dredge and test it out and check the angles, set everything up, and find out what works best.
Is that something you can do in your room or something you got to do outside?
It's something I could do on the back deck. It's easy enough, but I'm waiting for the dredge to come in because that's going to be the thing I'm going to be taking with me to most places now.
Well, the reason I ask is if we're talking about a wrench timeline here, I think we would prefer for Wrench to fix his Escalade so that he can fit all these things to take them to places and work on the gold in the colder months.
You know, I was looking at a hitch for my WRX because I got a 5x8 trailer at work I could use.
Fix the Escalade.
I know.
It has a hitch on it that you can take the 5x8 trailer to because we know you're going to fill up the Escalade.
You know, I kind of got a little upset because the customer I was working at today, he had two beautiful TVRs with V8s in them, right-hand drive. Oh, beautiful, immaculate cars. And I was just like aggravated. I'm like, I got toys around here, and they're just sitting and waiting for a motor rebuild. You got the
What's
Escalade, you
waiting for
got
a
the
motor rebuild?
Duramax. What's that?
What is waiting for the motor rebuild?
The Escalade. That's what I was
Oh
doing.
yeah.
I was doing a shade tree rebuild on it, and the Duramax needs head gasket, singular.
I got it. I just figured out the solution. Put the Escalade engine in the back of the Duramax, put them both on a transporter to Culver, get him to
Yeah.
fix them, tune the Duramax. You
Oh,
could
the Duramax
probably
doesn't need tuning. The
get
Escalade
him
needs tuning.
get him to fix them, and then you can have an excuse with your boss of why you got to fly out to Colorado, stay a couple of days to pick them up to just test the tune out there
He'd be
prospecting.
fine with that. He's been telling me to take a vacation down to Colorado, but when he finds out it's going to be a prospecting vacation,
Well, that's where the whole engine rebuild thing comes in there.
my boss just yells at me, goes, "Sell him! You're never going to fix him." I'm like, "Yes, I will. I will get to him."
I mean, basically fix them or get rid of them. Here, you want to hear a good one? It baffles me. All right, I had one of my good cars went down a couple of weeks ago. It just needed a battery. I just didn't have time to do it, and so she needed to go to work. So I'm like, take something else. Take your off-road truck. And there was nothing wrong with it when I parked this freaking truck. She takes off in it, no problems, whatever. She gets back, it's parked like crap. Obviously, it's huge lift, 35s. It's parked like crap. So I got in it and reparked it because it's probably not going to move for months. We're in hibernation down here. I I parked it, nothing wrong with it. Walking by it a couple of weeks later, the hell's leaking under my truck? Look at it. Oh, the hose to the reservoir broke. No big deal, just expansion contraction. Looking at it a little bit better. Wait a minute, the power steering hose is broke. Wait a minute, the heater hose is broke. This truck had one of those stainless steel flex fans put on it, a straight flex fan. The old finger cutters. Uh, Apparently, the last time it drove, a blade came off, or two, in a circular motion, destroyed everything in its path. Power steering hose, heater hose, radiator hose, this, that. It took me a second to actually notice that a blade was missing off of the fan. Now, my question to you is, how does a truck sustain off-road style damage when parked in front of a house? Because when I parked it, I would have obviously noticed if a vehicle on 35s didn't have power steering. What did it do? Start up and rev itself to the moon and magically break sitting there? I found that odd.
Lester, take care. Have a good night, brother.
Later, Lester.
How do you not notice this vehicle 35 with no power steering?
I don't know. Maybe I got the arms of a silverback, or maybe it started up in the middle of the night and revved itself to the moon. I don't know how, because I mean the power steering's empty. The heater hose is cut in half, so it drove home no coolant. Maybe the power steering leaked out over time, but it drove home no coolant for sure. And I parked it, and there was nothing wrong. Hello, Zed. So yeah, I just found that odd. Me and my son were looking at it, and obviously I don't have time to fix this. Still haven't fixed it or even ordered parts. I'm like, dude, this is off-road damage sitting in front of my house, but I've thousands of miles off-road. I haven't broke anything, but it blows up in front of my fucking house.
Some odd reason it's showing I have like an unstable connection. But yet my laptop's showing I have full service. This is weird. Welcome to StreamYard, folks. Good day, Brad. Hey, Zed. Yeah, that's I don't know. I know freaking guys. I get a phone call from the boss today. Oh, the Toro's back at the shop. I'm like, what do you mean the Toro's back at the shop? Like, oh yeah, it's pissing oil everywhere. I'm like, what? They not tighten up the oil filter? The oil filter's in the back of the motor, leaking off the back. It's happened before. They've left it loose plenty of times. Nope. At head gasket. Pissing oil out the head gasket.
Always
Diamond
fun.
artwork. Yeah.
Have fun,
So
Mary.
I'm like, looking forward to tearing this thing apart this weekend. Now the guys took a 72-inch mower out instead of we normally run 60-inch. You know, this was 60-inch around here. You don't have problems with scalping really. Now they got a 70-inch mower out there. They're gonna scalp lawns.
You know, the 70-inch mower is probably more efficient, but I know a way that you can get more progress done with that 60-inch. Just just find yourself a skinny white guy that's missing two of his front teeth, not next to each other, on the sides, one apart from each other. Give him an extra $30 a day and tell him you're looking for production, and don't tear anything up. I'll be riding that mower like a go-kart.
Oh, then the boss calls me and tells me, he goes, I have to go to this customer's house because apparently the guys can't figure out how to cut the lawn 45 degrees different from the week before.
Service call. Is it fresh sod or something?
No, it's a customer that's a lawyer, and he has a
Sir,
certain way he wants it cut every week different.
service call.
That's on the boss. I didn't have. I'm like, I don't have to go. I don't care. I don't have to deal with it. But like I said, it's. I had the gardener today, and yes, the past couple of days, and she's been there, and then it's like, oh, I'm going back to college for advanced gardening, and I'm like, oh, really? I don't have any college degree, and I can plant things better.
Call. I'd have told her I don't even know how to read, so them fancy words sure are slowing me down. Could you be a little more descriptive?
Oh, and she's like, oh, well, you got to read the tags to see how big the plants are. I'm like, if you read the tags the right way, and they're only telling you how big it's going to be on one side, not both. Yeah, it was just a complete debacle. You can't plant a mini boxwood a foot from a catmint, which is a foot from a wild rose plant, in a 2 foot wide walkway, alongside the 2 foot path of a walkway. Yeah, welcome to my day. Since you can't time his accent out, you can practice on me, Mary, if it helps.
Well, I spent the first 5 hours of my day rolling around in a dirt parking lot.
That's usually how I do my work. The shop we had, it's not paved, it's a dirt parking lot, but we have millings down.
No,
But yeah,
mine's a dirt semi. Mine was a dirt semi truck parking lot on a 4+ hour radiator job.
all right. What is still causing me to have, excuse me, a crappy internet?
I'm
Hmm.
actually kind of surprised mine's holding up. I got so many people streaming right now. on Fortnite video games?
Well, hopefully my picture's not too bad because it is like it dropped down my resolution. But just showing that I have 1 bar out of 3.
Yeah, mine doesn't. Mine doesn't show a bar. I got an AC router, and it works well, but there's a lot of data usage in this house.
So I wasn't gonna do a mail call today, but you know what? I have a feeling if I don't do it, I'm gonna lose it. So I'm gonna do it. And I kind of kicked my son out of this room and told him no more because he's been making a mess in here. Yeah, picture's good. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear. So everything we got today is Patreon because I have not been buying anything.
Good.
We've got backyard prospecting, Dig Daddies down in a hole.
I haven't made it by to watch one of his shows in so long. Have they changed much?
You know what? I haven't watched anybody's show in a little bit. I was at Benzel's for a little bit Wednesday. I was at Miller's Tuesday for a little bit. Like, I think the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I tried to stop in at Mama Bird's yesterday. Didn't work. Tried to stop in at Rose's Monday. That didn't work. I think I
There's that.
saw 5 minutes of
Hello, Bird.
Gentleman Monday. Hey, Kenneth. I've completely missed JP. I've been missing Buddy Biggs. Everybody's paparazzi. Everybody shows. Hey, Loretta. Yeah, it's crazy. You all know what it's like. Yeah, and just trying to get them extra hours in. Got that trip coming up in July with PA down to how is it? Oh, Lucky Strike. The other one.
Well, you got to remember, Wrench, there's only 28 hours in a day.
Yeah, that'd be better. Probably would.
What are you telling me? There's not 28 hours in a day?
I
How in the
kind of wish
hell,
there was. Maybe
how in the
32 would
hell,
be better.
how in the hell am I working 22 of them? Everyone knows there's 8 days in a week, and they're all Mondays.
Mm. Oh, we gotta do what we gotta do.
I'll keep digging. Nah, I can't. I can't even really complain. I work weird ass hours, but I did 5 this morning. Then I just dealt with a bunch of people on the phone, paperwork, and all this crap. So I only put in 5 hours today. Not bad at all.
Donkey's gonna be there. You're gonna be there at the where the hell is it? Thermal City,
No, Brad.
PA.
Well, at least you guys know you got music covered.
Oh hell yeah.
Wait, doesn't Donkey cook too? Doesn't he smoke food or something?
Oh, between PA prepping them steaks and get them in there with Donkey smoking them and that chicken. I'm not a fan of sausage, but that hot Hungarian sausage was tasty. What's Paul's name? Okay, Donkey.
Yeah, we saw
Yes, that was Ohio.
Jeffrey Button actually had a premiere earlier. It looked like he was on a pretty good spot. I guess it didn't weigh much, but it looked
Really?
great.
I didn't even get a notification. To be honest with you, I've been leaving my phone in the cup holder, the machine, and can't hear nothing.
I finally got. I mentioned it a couple of times. I finally got that stupid update you and PA were complaining about. You guys are right, man. That thing is trash.
What's that?
The stupid Samsung phone update I was talking to you guys on one night.
Oh,
That is horrible. I mean,
my
I do
battery
a
life
lot.
is so bad now.
I do a lot. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I do a lot of phone work. Everything's based off of my phone. I used to be able to get through the day with 2 full charges. I would have to midday-ish. I would need to be charging it. Now I'm a freaking wall hugger. I walk by. I'm like, oh, I ride 10 minutes across town in my truck. I got to plug it in so I can hopefully get 10%.
Using the WAM. Nice. I still want to get my material from the WAM when I was out there with him in PA.
See, and
Vendetta, what's up, Mike?
this is where Mike has it wrong. Yes, I'm on the 900 numbers, but I'm not talking to girls. I'm pretending to be your little princess for $7 a minute. Peeling them off.
Hmm.
I think Vendetta's an iPhone. He is an iPhone guy. He wouldn't know.
I don't know. I have no idea what he's got.
He's got an iPhone. I don't remember. Probably still a 10-year-old one that works better than my Samsung.
Here's what we got next.
I got one of those.
Patreon bag. Thank you, Dylan.
Want to see
100% iPhone. I can't stand them.
want to see a bumper sticker? My mom got me. I told her I didn't want, but she spotted it and brought it home to hang on my cover board anyway. They feel like I should be posting this on my car.
Oh, I'd like one that fits my whole back window.
No, growing up, my dad never bought really good cars. He had a crappy Subaru, a 50 Willys pickup, and a 67 Land Cruiser. On all 3 of them, he had bumper stickers on them. My other car is a piece of shit too. I would proudly put that on all of my cars, and then the Land Cruiser deserves one that says if it was meant to go fast, it wouldn't be shaped like a fucking brick. It deserves that one wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Johnny, hello.
Johnny Small Pepper. What's going on, brother?
I actually spotted one of the new Toyota Sequoias in the wild yesterday. You talk about an ugly car, man. That thing makes a Chevy Uplander look purty. Culver prospecting. I wonder if he's actually had that email since 2002. I don't even know if that's his email address. I text him.
Yeah, I text him or call him too. Oh, we got a sticker. And then we got one and two. One says heavy pans, and the other one says thank you, brother.
Mike, are you guys
Yes.
already in hibernation yet, or are you still going out prospecting?
Who's that?
Vendetta.
Was it too hot for him out there?
He's just as hot, if not hotter than me. Ballpark are the same, except he gets monsoons in the summer, and they get a little bit more rain, but not by much.
Yeah, no, not for me. I don't know. Well, again, you guys don't have the humidity we have.
The what?
We got a bag of Dirty Paws, 1 gram. Culver, bag number 3. Of course, you can't see the stupid light.
Nice,
Howard.
Mike. We're nice and cool today. It's only 101.
I should have a bag coming from Mike soon. That's my Patreon screwed up. Like, I somehow was, I somehow lost my subscription to Benzo. I don't know if it was my card or what happened, but I lost all my time. It said rejoin. I'm like, okay, rejoin. I lost all my time of being a
No,
supporter to
Johnny.
Benzo.
Johnny, I'm on the very west of the Mojave Desert in Southern California. Still the Mojave, but at the very west end.
What else we got here from Mr. James Culver? We got a bag of the mudslide. Mudslide.
Yeah, I'm
Bag number
California.
2.
Number 2.
Yeah. I'm not scared of the heat. I'll be detecting next weekend. Camping this weekend, 114 today. Holy shit. How? I don't know how. Well, again, no humidity. I have no idea what that's like.
You get used to it.
Howdy, Mr. Lodak.
Hello, Lodak.
That's insane.
I will say that Vendetta is an animal when it comes to that outdoors activities.
I wish I could do the stuff I used to do. We were talking about that today.
Well, the thing is, he's talking about detecting, so he's not even going to be under shade, just as big of a hat as he can get, because you can't put up a sunshade or something and prospect in one area. He's going to be covering ground and probably hills.
You're my most paying customer. Did you mean most pain in the ass customer?
No, she was saying he was working them 900 numbers.
Where is sombrero? My boss bought a bunch of us those hats. I guess the ones. Oh, what the hell you call it? It's all the way around, got the brim on it, the string that comes down under the chin. But it's got nice because it's got screening at the top, so it vents out the heat. It actually works
Yeah,
pretty good at keeping the sun off the back of your neck.
I don't know what they're called. I think mine's called a fisherman's hat. My brim's probably only like 3.5 inches, but the sides of it right there are all mesh, so it lets the heat out pretty good.
Hey, Jared, what's going on?
That
On here, Mike.
is her grandma.
Well,
Shadow was asking about that picture above the heater.
oh, you're confusing me there.
Like, this butter.
I just think back to a certain video.
No, it's Married with Children. I know your voices, Psycho Cop, Shoehorn. I forget the rest of them. She's like, it's butter. Ah. Peg's mom.
Yeah, no. I was thinking it's something completely different.
Burnt bacon? No. I
Burnt
actually
bacon.
like my bacon a little undercooked. Holy crap! What did you bribe him or something? PA actually showed up to your show.
Oh, I feel
Moving
bad. I didn't make the Sunday show.
moving on up. Yeah, we've noticed you haven't made his Sunday show for
I
months.
made the one before that. Hey, Olin, I didn't forget you, brother. Don't worry. It's sitting here, labeled somewheres. Rose,
I'm like,
Matt, John,
hello, Errol.
Brad, Olin. I got your package right there.
All right, and
I just need to ship it.
I would like it to be noted that this is at least the second time during this chat that or that Mary has made passive aggressive hits on PA for his haircut. Your hair, little purd. Well, come here.
I know I gotta get my hair cut because let me tell you, it is hot. No, I ain't got anything up here, but it's on the sides. Retains the heat.
I'm getting close to due. Hello, Owen. About another quarter inch, I'll cut it.
He's trying to work. PA for that cleanup buddy sleeves.
Probably Vendetta.
I thought about kind of cutting this and sticking it there, but just too different of a hair.
I was never a beard guy to begin with, but I feel like the trend is worn out. Everybody wants to walk around with a foot long beard like they're a mountain man living in the woods and trying to
I've been
keep.
growing this since before the trend started, so it just my beard doesn't grow as fast as some people.
Yeah, I never got into it.
I figured I couldn't have any hair up top, so might as well have it on my face.
Grow what you can, I guess.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, Greg, I gotta get this cut. The old lady's like, I gotta cut your hair. I'm like, yeah, I know. What are you waiting for? But it just doesn't work that way.
See, I'm lucky. I'm lucky enough that I just shave it with razors, so I cut my own hair. I've perfected the art of shaving my own head. It works just fine. Look like a crackhead doing
I'm
it, but
almost
it
to that
works
point.
just fine. Huh?
I'm almost to that point. I've done it before plenty of times. It's just you get that little indent in the back of the neck there, and just can't get that right.
Yeah, I got them. I got them all now. The calic on
Then
the
you get
spot. I've
that
done.
hair. You gotta get somebody to cut that hairline in the back to make it just look right instead of having a fuzzy neck.
Hell, that's if you care.
50-50. So yeah, I walked into somebody moved all my RCs, put them on my chair here.
Moved all
Bunch of
your what?
stuff that moved in here. My RCs,
You
my
saw
RC
my kid
cars.
walk out the RC last week, and you broke all yours out, didn't you?
No, somebody moved them. I got an SC10. I got 3 different Traxxas.
What Traxxas you got?
I've got the Summit, the big old monster 4x4. I've got the the little mini 4x4 and then the medium 4x4
I got
stadium
the
truck.
well, I don't have. I got one of the stadium trucks. It's not mine anymore. I gave it to my kid, but I got the Slash 4x4 and the Wrestler VXL.
Yeah, the Slash, then the little one. This is my favorite. Got no top on it, but this is it's an
That's right.
SC10.
That looks like a Wrestler. No, it's got the 4 body mounts.
No, it's also got the metal pan,
So does
but it's
Wrestler.
also got it's the Exotech. I don't know where the hell the body for this one is, but
What
yeah,
motors
this
they
thing's
have?
got
The
a
Millenniums?
it's got a 9.5 turn motor,
Nice.
4-wheel
Uh,
drive.
the Wrestler, if you put the 7600 battery in it, it'll backflip itself when you take off on asphalt.
Oh, forget that thing. With a 2S, I'm doing backflips. Forget a 3. That is Team Associated. If you remember back in the day, the old Gold Pan RC10, that's Team Associated. That's their. It was an Exotech model. It's the SC10 stadium truck, and it's got a lot of hop ups on it, and I can't keep tires on it. I mean, you look at them; these were new. They don't have that much time on them. I mean, I run a. The hell's I got a Futaba. The hell is this controller here?
Johnny, he said 3 of his were Traxxas and 1 Team Associated.
It's the fancy Futaba 2.4G screen and all. Yeah, I got the a lot of Tamayas. I got the original Clodbuster that came with the Chevy grill, not the one that said 4x4x4. I've got oh my god, I got a whole bunch. I got a chrome plated Blackfoot. Um, I've got in Team Associated the RC10 carpet racer, which is like has a quarter inch of it only has like a quarter inch of suspension because it's made for carpet, and you run that thing on the street, and it is just it sticks to the road, but it just tears at the foam on the wheels. It's just it's sickening how fast it is.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what else I got. I got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, Brad. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a horrible RC car driver.
I've got a gold pan RC10. Hopefully you're eating something good there, Brad.
Hayden,
5 a.m. That's crazy.
he he's probably having spaghetti tonight.
I had Penny. Lucky enough to have dinner still left out on the table.
Later, Pitbull.
Take care, Pitbull.
Spaghetti with
Have a
3
great
ice
dinner.
creams.
Spaghetti with 3 ice creams.
Yeah. Brad's. Later, Mary. Eggs, bacon, and toast.
It's early for you, Mary. Good night. Link is pinned, by the way, if anybody does want to join. You're all always welcome. some reason I didn't have all messages on, just top chat on my phone. So yeah, I don't know what bags, other stuff I had that came in. People move stuff around again. I can't find anything. So hopefully that was that. I did get to post a short today from Ohio. I know a couple of you saw it. It's all good, PA. I know your work schedule. Worse than mine. So next I got to get to my GoPro, see what kind of footage I got on there. Then we had some Aqua Donkey.
Later, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny. Have a good night. I miss doing all the late nights. It was
Good night, Ferry. Man, they all ran away on you. Must have been something I did.
I try to be good human, fairy dust. It's not easy. You're very welcome, Aqua Donkey. I try and take care of everybody. Everybody should have it around, everything should be right around 100% ROI, if not more.
Hey, that's not fair. You're using inflation to your advantage. The longer you hold it, the more their gold's worth, the higher their ROI gets.
Well, just from even the sale date. You can go back to that date and it should be more than 100%.
Screwing with you, man. Screwing with you.
I know you are. It wouldn't be you if you weren't.
Absolutely. If I'm not screwing you with you, you know I don't like you.
Then I know something's wrong if you're not. Just like you calling Marvin and calling him John when he answers the phone. Hey, John.
Oh, were you listening to that one?
No, he called me. He's like, hey, he's actually called me. He said, hey, John. He told me about it.
Oh, PA, they're just gonna hammer you till it's done. You need to hurry up.
Lord Shadow. Well, Steven, I'm going to put them out soon again, but I'm going to have everything pre-made, pre-packaged, ready to go for a shipping label. And no one is to pay me until I'm ready to print labels.
Probably a better idea, or probably an idea you should stick with, Wrench, is a smaller run. Just to make it easier on yourself. Do 10 bags, 15 bags, something like that. Don't do 25 or 30, just because the amount of time it takes to sell them all. That way it's like a 1 month process and then done and gone. It's all ready to go.
PA got a partial bag from me, but no stickers.
I was gonna say, you forget the
Yeah, I
gold.
got that. No, he got gold in his, but I didn't put enough in for him. I wanted to say thank you for all the help he's done for me.
Yeah, we were on somebody's channel today. We were hearing stories about dragging your state long dredge down to the river.
Oh, let me tell you, I appreciate everybody that's helped and everything. In Maine, I could tell you between Heath and Bob and Gentleman, everybody, Buddy Biggs, so much help. Everybody's done there, and
It
everywhere.
It took all of them to carry that monster.
Well, no, everybody grabbed a part of something for that monster. Yeah, That's the whole reason why I wanted to move to something smaller. For the same, actually, I went from a 2 inch hose to a 2.5 inch hose, but a pump from 60 pounds down to 22 pounds, and shorter hoses on most of them. But yeah, it's just the whole point of being more easily moved. And now I'm gonna have, if my son doesn't want to go, my niece and my nephew both said, "You could take me. I will help. I'll drag stuff." Oh, that's not enough PA. Believe me. Next one's gonna be the same size I send you. On the 18th, I have my water permit review. Well, good luck on that, Lord Shadow. Yeah, I really want to get that New Hampshire stuff panned out. I got to find the power supply for my toolbox loose. I don't know where I placed it.
Later, PA. Yeah,
Hi, PA. Take care, brother.
so get this.
Donkey.
I understand it, but I don't fully understand it. I have a small generator. Just it's like 40 pounds. It's a supposedly a 2200 watt starting, 2250 starting, 1850 running. All right, I took it out on a job. I was using it, and this dude was dry camping, so he had a Jackery battery. I'm like, hey, you want to charge it? Because this thing's still pretty new. It's got break-in time plus maybe 2 hours. Yeah, hey, you want to charge it? Yeah, sure. I didn't realize how much power those Jackeries pull, but apparently they pull more than 15 amps. So overworked the crap out of my generator. It kept kicking itself off. It was just getting hot. It was hot. It was like 100 something that day too. So anyway, I ran the bejesus out of this thing. No problem. I don't care. It's a tool. It's there to work. After I finished,
Nice, Lord.
now it's like when the thing gets to top dead center, it's got freaking big boy compression. I mean, like break your arm compression. It hurts if you don't know it's coming. And I don't understand how that's possible out of a generator that the whole thing weighs 40 pounds. So we're talking about what, probably a 15cc engine or something.
Bad compression release.
I don't think it has a compression relief. All I can figure is the only thing I can figure is the rings finally seated and it's seated so good, or I'm pulling it past. I don't know. If you don't do a long pull, a big man pull on the arms,
It rips
it's
it out
nice.
of your hand and
It's nice and soft and easy. But if you go about that far, it rips it out of your hands. It actually hurts your shoulder. You move the whole damn generator. You can pull through it, but it wasn't like that before. It was a nice, soft, girly pull before.
It sounds like you got a bad compression release.
I'll take it apart and see. I don't know a whole lot about small engine. It still works. I got hours on it since then.
I've got a couple of those that the same way. Well, that one out of the few go to pull. And next thing you know, you pull it in just the wrong way, or actually just the right way, and it just it was.
It's like it's like a brick. The first time I used it after I did that job, it ripped it out of my hand so hard that it threw the string off of the starter.
Yeah.
So I had to spend 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know, unwinding the string.
Take it apart and yep.
Because I needed the generator. I'm like, I don't even care if the string breaks. I'll start it another way. I just need it to spin. And I'll take it apart and see if it has a compression release. And maybe it welded itself shut or something, because it was a hot day and I was working it so hard it kept cycling off. I didn't realize Jackery's pulled that much.
Yeah, it does, Owen. It does spring those fingers. It hurts. It's like someone just takes a board and smacks you right in your fingers, man. On the on this side, the flat side right there. It hurts.
Yeah, it hurt. It hurt my fingers. It's more for me. It's more the dead stop on my shoulder. when it hits that height, off.
Sounds like you got a rotator cuff in process.
I got a lot in process.
I tell you, I've actually picked up one of those EcoFlow systems. I picked up the Delta 2 Max with, excuse me, two of the 220 watt um, solar panels and the Wave 2. Everything I bought was refurbished, whatever, and super cheap. And it was the sale of sales because every sale I've seen before and every sale I've seen after, I got the best prices. And then they screwed up and sent me double the money back on a refund, which, hey, that worked for me. But I've got it set up right now, and the nice thing is you automate it, and I've got it set where it runs at nighttime to cool my room downstairs, and it's run by solar. And if it's not fully charged by solar at 9 o'clock at night, it'll charge for 2 hours at like 200 watts just to do it. I tell you, those things are crazy, and the warranties and stuff that come with them. That's what I use actually in Ohio for PA's camper there, with the exception of the first day. We didn't really need to run a generator.
I'm listening to you. Yeah, my next one, I don't know.
I tell you, I'll never pay EcoFlow's straight up prices for brand new stuff. No way in hell.
Yeah, I don't have a setup that I can use like that because mine's mobile as a tool. Um, maybe the
I
next
mean,
car.
I've got their alternator set up that puts 800 watts out from your car, from your car battery, which is basically your alternator. And problem is, most alternators can't handle it, so you actually have to have a bigger alternator. But I've seeing as I have the system in the car, so I have everything all set up already. So I still haven't installed it, but it's charges at 800 watts.
Yeah,
Um,
what I was considering do, or what I'm going to do on the bigger truck, I'm gonna put the dual battery isolator. I already got it here, and run an inverter for charging the tool batteries and things like that. But I can't do a 20 amp inverter, a 15 amp inverter. That would be brutal on the alternator and the battery.
well, if you have if you have two batteries in the vehicle, it's not bad. And if you're not running it full time, you could do it on a factory alternator. But if you want to do it full time, you want to look into an upgraded alternator. But as long as you have two batteries, you're good.
Yeah, I'm going dual
Um,
battery.
yeah, you're not gonna have a problem with draw, but you need to have big enough wiring. And if you look at inverters and the wiring they give you, oh my God, they give you like 4 gauge wiring for something where you need 2 watt. I mean, I've got a roll. I can't pull it up here, but I've got over here this cable right here. It doesn't look thick. This is 3 aught cable. It is heavy, heavy gauge. It is probably as big as my thumb. If you know anything about cable, 3 aught cables, that's what I got for running stuff. And I'll usually run 1 aught or 2 aught to my inverter just for all that.
Yeah,
I don't know why they give you. I don't
I'm not.
understand how they can give you 2 gauge wire for that or 4 gauge. So John,
What's up?
Oh, John R.
they give you they give you wire as thick as a pencil. That's just no good. All it's just gonna do is overheat things. Hey, big movie fan, Bent Fork.
What's up? I'm Zaxxon.
Good night,
Hello,
Gail.
everyone.
Theology and Gold.
Good night, Gail.
It's all good, big movie fan. What new movies have you been watching? Anything good? I've been wanting to watch Kingsman again. Don't know why. I just finished the third season of Preacher last night. So how the hell have you been, John?
Uh, doing all right. Other than, I don't know, did you guys hear? I almost dismantled my finger.
No. What you do now? Or would
Back
you
in just a
almost
second.
do?
I'm glad I still have it. Just put it that way.
Does it straighten out more than that?
I don't know. Right now, it's in a brace. I smashed the crap out of it at work and the die cutter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Remind me, I'll send you pictures of what I did one day.
Yeah, this was not pretty
Smashing a
after
finger is not fun.
no, I got cuts on the inside of the hand, cuts on the outside of the finger. Yeah, my knuckle was sticking out like crazy.
I put a cotter pin through here, came out here, and then went to partially degloved it.
Ugh.
Yeah. That was literally on the first, I think, 3 weeks of the job I'm working now, 6 years
Oh
ago.
wow,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Then after I got back and started working again, I was sitting there, I'm cutting sod and I'm using a hatchet to cut sod. So I'm sitting there and I make it like a big old strike and then I hit the grass and then I start screaming and yelling and grab my finger and watch my boss's face
Mm-hmm.
just turn gray. All the blood gone. He just, oh, that was funny. It was funny for me, not for him,
Yeah,
because it was multiple stitches, surgery, all kinds of stuff.
I mean, we actually got. Surprisingly, I don't know why these guys did not stitch my finger back up. I have no idea why they didn't, and I really wish they did because it would be healed by now. Not healed, but would look a lot better than what it does right now. I'll tell you that.
Maybe they wanted the swelling to go down enough. They were afraid of something going wrong. I can only speculate.
Well, it got in. So it happened. What, about a week ago now? Thursday. So Thursday I went to the clinic. Actually, no. Friday morning is when it happened. Sorry. Friday morning, Friday night when I got home from work or whatever, it bled. Saturday I woke up and there was like a brown liquid coming out of it,
Particular
like
setup.
a nasty brown liquid. Clear stuff was coming out of it.
Clear stuff's not
Maybe
bad. Any other color than clear, you got to worry about.
right, and or maybe it was dried up blood that was all attached to the cut. So I'm like, all right, let me give it another day because at this point it should not be bleeding anymore. I mean, come on now. So Sunday morning after work, uh, after I got home from work, actually Sunday morning, I was still bleeding, or with that nasty brown or whatever this liquid was coming out of it. I'm like, all right, screw this, man. I gotta go back because by now it definitely should not be bleeding or nothing should be coming out of it. The nurse took the wrap off of it and she's like, oh, it's infected. I'm like, oh,
Lovely.
that's nice. Yeah.
And
She's
what'd
like,
you
did
do?
they
Get it
even clean it?
smashed in between a die press, or what was it?
There was this little, so when you put the die cutter on impression, there's like this little arm that comes down off this one pole or whatever the hell you want to call it. And it, I don't know what the hell this fucking thing even does, but this little arm comes down and it goes onto another rod. Why, I don't know. And I was in there cleaning the die cutter, and I'm like, all right. I told the other guy that was there in the morning, and I'm like, all right, put it back on impression. And as soon as he put it on impression, my hand was right where that arm comes down, and yeah. So luckily, it wasn't bottom cylinder or top cylinder, because that would be that's metal on metal. That would have been pretty bad.
Oval Rob and Rusty Nugget are both saying they can't stitch wounds after 24 hours. So
Yeah, and then Sunday, like I said, when I went back there, I'm like, are you guys able to stitch it up? She's like, no, we can't do it now. Plus, it's infected, so they got to keep it open. I'm like, oh, thanks. So, oh, I was pissed because I'm like, fuck, well, there goes my trip for July to Thermal. I was looking forward to going. I hope it'll be healed by then. We shall see.
good night, Steven. Dina says, you mean you shouldn't drive home to have your wife
Nice,
back
Steven.
you up like my husband does with me? Jackson looks like he's putting clothes on.
I'm back in about 45 minutes. No big deal.
Uh-oh. Jackson, gotta run.
Unless it all
Gotta
goes to
make some
shit. We know how that works.
Which
Yeah.
usually happens.
They usually say one thing and it's a total different problem.
Well,
Keep trying to explain I worked in the hospital, but it was in the fitness center. It's like I had a car accident, and that's too bright.
damn update. Well, I was going to show you the shield that they ran over something on the shield and destroyed on the freeway and destroyed the undershields on their car. I was going to show you the picture, but due to Samsung's wonderful update, my brightness is hidden deep within the realms of settings, so I can't.
Yes, don't you love that?
iPhone for the win.
And you know what? They also screw up with the sound.
I haven't found anything they didn't screw up yet.
I know the last two updates. I turned my sound off and then turned it back on. Next thing I know, I'm like, I don't get any notifications. I'm like, why are my notifications not making any noises? I turn my sound back on and everything. But apparently somehow it literally, I had to manually go in and turn my notification sound up. No idea why.
It started setting my notifications for like my Gmail and a couple of other things, Gmail particularly. It started notifying me every 15 minutes or so of an unread email.
Oh no, that would.
It's unread for a reason. I
Turn that off.
read it. And it wouldn't leave me alone until I had to go in and harass the settings like 4 different times to figure out the combination to get it to stop reminding me about the same freaking email. And it's only from companies. Like if John R. emailed me, it would remind me 3 or 4 times. But if somebody who wants my money emailed me, it'll remind me 15 or 20 times till I read it. So it's like you got to go read it. Anyway, I got to run. I'll be back in about 45 minutes if you're still on.
Oh, we'll see. We'll be here. Maybe we
Take
won't.
care,
See you, Vic.
Jackson.
Good luck.
Don't work too hard.
You make money off it. Took him later that night actually to get.
Yeah, charge him the gas to get there and all the other
Scary
good
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, but he was saying sometimes they don't even get that on some of them calls.
Screw that.
Yeah. Why is he complaining that he's not getting? There's his phone setting off on at 9:30. Why is he says he's in downtime? I hate all these stupid things. You tell it to reset and set it for a certain time and it doesn't work. No wonders of having kids. Dumb. Please schedule. I gotta go and change everything. That's why. Oh, I ain't doing it. Whatever. John R., why don't you do something? I am.
What happened?
Arts. Brewers. Jeff Rose saying, John R., why don't you do something? Dina, have a great night.
What?
I'd love to get a Goose
Hang
Canyon.
on.
I'd love to make it next week. I've got my I got my oldest son, that the one all the stuff going on. His birthday is in 3 days. Turns 18. I'd love to make it, but yeah. That's a trip and a half that you should make, John.
Oh, snap. The big 1-8.
Maine.
Which one's that?
Maine. They got one coming up in, I think, September.
Yeah.
Up there. I did that one last year with that's the one I did with Buddy Biggs, Keith, Bob, Mom Bird, GP, and then there was everybody else that I met up there from the area. You know, Carl Miller, I believe Dina was up there. I think Karen Foster. I don't want to go. There's just so many, way too many.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know they canceled. I really wanted to make it next week. I'm glad I didn't. You didn't make it, Dina. Good to see you, Jeff.
Yeah, what up, Brewers?
There's so many people up there. Can't remember. I don't even want to start to try and remember these. I know I met. I may try for later, possibly in the fall. I gotta say, the trip we had last year in the fall was phenomenal. Come on, we had ribeyes for all kinds of meals. It was one hell of a time. So yeah, I apologize. Sorry the show was a little boring tonight. I didn't get to have anything set up for panning. I don't have anything set up for anything. I have so much stuff material that I need to go through. Today.
That makes you and I both.
Oh, I must have 10 to 12 buckets on my front porch that you could go through. Then I think I got 2 buckets on the back deck. And then I got, excuse me, got all these boxes back here that I want to go through, but I've been saving them for a good reason, and I was going to do it through the piglet, but I want to run it through because I got the leg extension kit for the dredge so that I can be run as a high baker, basically, a high baker dredge. So you don't have to have all the pontoons and all that shit on it. So that's what I want to use. I want to pile that thing in with all these boxes of the fine gold because we all know how the fine gold is from that.
Yep. Yeah, I put all that gold separate in a separate file.
Yeah, I got all that powder in here. But I still got, it's actually still sitting in a bucket out there that I started to run. Ran through once. I don't even know what I did with that bucket. So that's what the second bucket up back there is from. One is from when my creek decided to clog up, and I dredged that to find that there was a beach ball that was stuck.
Yeah, but now that you got the dredge, are you going to have your high banker ever set up anymore? Or are you going to use it at your house?
I think I'm going to use it. Oh, shit. What the hell's that?
Are you?
That's not like a bottle of Weller's. I think I'm only going to use that at the house. And I think I'm actually going to set that up with the 2.5 inch. I'm going to get one of those 2.5 inch adapters for it, so I could run that on that.
Uh-huh.
So this way I had the same hoses.
Yeah.
It's going to be a trial and error. I really want to put dredge mat in it, and then that's what I want to test with the actual dredge. Is I would like to test it out with the Jarvine riffles versus the setup that they got instead of punch plate, and then I'd like to test it with dredge mat as well. So the piece of dredge mat should fit my lower box on the piglet as well as my lower box or the box on the Keen dredge.
Gotcha.
Dina, I wish I was that close to something that cool. I think it was a 6-hour trip for me up there. I think the Whams
Did you get the dredge yet or
like
no?
4 hours of weather. No. It sounds like the story of my shipping life. It was supposed to go out Friday, and you know, it hasn't gone out yet, according to them. And they want me to call Pat Keen, but again, I know everything that's going on over there because Mark's still not back to work. They say so. It's like,
Yeah.
how can I harass them if or
I'm still
even
waiting on
ask
Gold
them?
Hog.
What's that? You're still waiting on Gold Hog?
I'm still waiting on Gold Hog. I'm still waiting on Gold Hog to ship me a
Didn't you say you got a
tracking
Raptor?
info or something. What's up?
It seems like it seems like everybody's shipping's as bad as mine.
Yeah, well, I bought that Raptor almost a week and a half ago already. But I did email them, and I was like, yeah, I was just wondering, I want to buy a Raptor 2.0. Do you guys have it in stock? And she's like, no, right now we are out of stock on them. We just went out of stock. She was waiting on a shipping date from their manufacturer. She's like, oh, we could email you when we get them back in stock. I'm like, question. The first email I sent to her was, yeah, can you email me when you guys get them back in stock? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And then sent her my email address and phone number and stuff. And then I'm like, man, you know what? What's going to happen if they got them back in stock and if they're already sold because it's taken them so long to get back in stock? So I emailed her back and I'm like, you know, are you guys going to have it before July 4th? Because I have a trip for that weekend that I want to take it to Thermal. And they never got back to me.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
fuck
want
it,
to
you
get
know
mine
what?
here before Thermal. I want to test it out.
Right, exactly. You and I both.
You want to figure out your angles. You want to figure out, you know,
Yep.
all the stuff. How much flow, your throttle position.
Yep. And putting it together, number one. So
You want to find out which way
I
is
thought
the
I
best
would have
way to put
gotten
it together, then to take it apart so it's easier to put back together.
exactly. Yep. So
I found Dan
I emailed him back.
Difficult.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably fit it in here on one big piece.
Well, no, it's just you got to figure out. Same thing like the Piglet. It's like, you know, you got a different flare than I do, so I leave different bolts out than you would, so I could take it apart. Where same thing, you know, with Dan with his Raptor, he leaves different bolts out, so it's not always, you know, it's you got to figure out which way is easiest just for you.
Exactly.
I know Aqua Donkey had a lot of fun with that thing.
Nice. I know I saw the video.
Child walking in.
Shit, I was thinking if I come up there for July 4th, which I'm planning on it, I may be up there a little bit late, like right after the 4th or on the 4th, but very late at night or something, because I do have to work that week. We do have Friday off, which is the 4th, so I'm either leaving, which I really don't want to, right after work, Friday morning, or I'll leave Friday night and be there Saturday.
I think we're leaving Wednesday to get there for Thursday.
Yep.
And then
I was trying the same thing.
Monday. Don't quote me on it. Whatever Dan set up is whatever I told my boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I originally had.
Awesome,
I put in for Wednesday to Tuesday, I think it was. Whatever, the 2nd to the 8th. So I could be there Thursday afternoon, just like you guys would have been. And they haven't approved the vacation still. 2 days ago, they came and talked to me. I'm like, yeah, John, I don't think I can approve your vacation for July 4th. I'm like, why? Oh, the supervisor's taking off that same week. I'm like, yeah, but I'm only taking off Wednesday or Thursday and Friday of that week. Why can't or Wednesday and Thursday? It's only 2 days, and Friday we're off anyway. Why can't I have it off? Oh, because you and the supervisor are the two strongest guys on that shift, and I don't want to have you two gone. Okay, so just have somebody work my time. Have someone stay early and have somebody come in early, you know, in the morning.
Yeah, your problem.
No, you can't. We got to have. Right. And I'm like, okay, first I'm thinking to myself, what does a supervisor have to do with me? It's not like the supervisor is going to run my machine.
Well, I would say,
right, but he's not going to. He's not going to run my machine, you know.
Are they paying you supervisor pay?
No. Hell no.
So then, why should you be treated like a supervisor?
What does it matter? Right. And why does it matter if the supervisor and I take off the same time? I don't get it.
Maybe you should have a little talk with your boss about that.
So he's like, the week after, like if you want to take off that Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the 4th, and then maybe just extend it the next week. I'm like, yeah, but no one's gonna be there past either Monday or Tuesday. I could come back to work and, whatever. The whole point was
Yeah.
to be there before the 4th, so I
Yeah,
could
you
hang
wanna be
out
there
with
with
everybody
everybody else.
on the 4th and watch the fireworks show on the 4th. That was the whole point about. And now that I work third shift, that's when I would be driving. I'm not going to go to work and then work 8 hours and then drive for 12. That's not right. No, you should not do that. Plus, if I leave during the day at 6 o'clock in the morning, I won't get there until
I'm here too, Brad.
late at night.
It's just,
Fuck that. So I'm still trying to talk to him about still letting me take that Wednesday off at least.
I'm not doing the Wednesday off. I'm gonna be working Wednesday, and as soon as I get done Wednesday, I'm going to be sucking down some Red Bull and hitting the highway. And the only thing that sucks is she can't drive standard. So it's not like we could switch off or anything.
Right.
So, where I'm stuck driving the whole goddamn way.
Yep, just like me.
I'm getting a little tired of the standard though, and I'm really, I'm looking. I'm like, I need to find a weekend where I can just get this goddamn motor fixed in this Escalade and put this thing back together.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, then I run into the problem of trying to do a long ass drive and needing someone to tune it. I've only got a basic.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that is hurry up and tuning it and then taking it on a 10 or 12 hour drive and hope to God it lasts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Don't want to be like PA like last year where his training blew up and you're stuck for a couple weeks down there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I see you, Rusty. Can't hear you, but I can see you.
It's kind of dark here.
There we go.
Probably shouldn't. There's this button again. Probably shouldn't drive with the light on.
Oh, you're in a big truck.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Truck's trying to be annoying too.
One of them nights.
Were you just in Gatesville like last weekend or 2 weekends ago?
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Rusty John was asking if you were in Gainesville the last week or two.
Gatesville.
Gatesville? Yeah, I went over there for the weekend, but what was it, 2 weekends ago, I think? Went over to Gatesville, but went there for like a day and a half or something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw Bear was there. Bear and Annie were there.
Yeah, we had a couple people that also went over there too, and I ended up taking one of their spots.
Gotcha. I still got all my cons from Gatesville from last year with the fucking high banker. With Monkey and Sharp and Brewers. Still gotta go through all that stuff.
I got all
Yeah,
my cons just the other week.
I think I have cons from Gatesville to go through. It was, I don't know, about 6, 8 years ago.
Oh,
Kind
jeez.
of bad about that.
Oh,
I don't feel so bad then about all the cons I got laying around.
oh, keep stacking them. At least you know the gold is actually there.
Who
Eventually, you'll
knows?
get it
Oh,
out, Wrench.
oh, Jesus. Yeah, I know. One of these days.
That's what I keep saying.
Instead of
One of
drink,
these days, I'll go back to my cons.
yeah, instead of just
Yeah, I'll
drinking the
do it
night
one of these
away or
days. I think
relaxing the night away, whatever it is.
I think the last count I had about 40 buckets to go through.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Then I don't feel so bad.
My last one I just
Jesus.
got from Gatesville, I think has about, I think it's about 3 inches from the top.
Holy cow. Uh-oh.
That's what I
Not
was
bad
doing. I
though.
had a shoulder strap that I would put on a bucket, and I'd fill it up as much as I could and carry it back because I can't carry it with my arms. So I do it with on the shoulder strap.
I didn't have to carry
Jesus.
mine for very far, so it was just mainly up the bank, and then once I got it up the bank, then it was, I don't know, 20 feet or something. Total of
Not
about
bad.
100 feet, maybe. No.
That's still not bad.
Yeah, I also have
Don't tell me
shoulder
they're going
problems, so I have a hard time carrying buckets with my left arm.
if it's not your
You never
dominant
feel
hand,
well.
then yeah.
Yeah, it's my dominant hand, and well, I got carpal tunnel, tibial tunnel, and I think I also have a torn rotator cuff.
Ouch.
I'll tell you, the best
Ouch.
thing I ever did was get my rotator cuff done, repaired.
Man, these newer trucks, this truck will pretty much do about everything but steer for me. It'll turn on the engine brake for
You
me. It'll
driving?
hit the brakes for me. Oh, let's see if I
What
can
is it?
figure out how to turn my camera around. It's like a 23 or 24 Volvo.
Oh,
Not sure how to turn my camera around on this one. Not sure. I was going to switch it to my the other side of the camera.
the road view. Yeah, I know the feeling. Sometimes I
Nope,
do that when I'm trying to drive.
not that button.
It usually kicks me out.
I'm not sure how to switch it around. I don't want to study it too close.
I think it's settings, settings, and then select cameras. And you select the camera, you get to select the view. I think that's how it is. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did that when I went to New Hampshire. Zach and a bunch of other people are Texas Donna, a few other people were there, making sure I stayed awake. I got there at like was it 1:30 in the morning. Hey, community's awesome, man. Everybody looks out for each other, and you're driving. You stay awake. Why not go
That
live?
is very true.
People there to help you. Nothing better than being safe when you're driving.
True that.
God,
Especially when you're
weather was
driving by
so bad.
yourself, man. it's a lot driving by yourself, and there's nothing to do or anything like that. Nothing to talk to. Like, come on, I need to talk. So you start talking to yourself, or you start putting on the radio and you start jamming out. But still, you've been listening to music,
It's
you can
not the
fall
same.
asleep too. Not
Yeah,
the same exactly.
when you're reading chat when you're driving, people are there, and it worked out great. Rusty. It says device not connected, so maybe you have to switch to the. There's usually two different views per facing camera, which is what it did to me.
Okay. There we go. Now I
The
got it
dashboard.
switched around. Yep.
It
Yeah,
seems like you have the same problem I had.
these trucks
This
don't
thing's too
practically
red.
drive themselves. I was going to show something, but the person I had in front of me actually moved.
I hate when that happens.
Me too. Might
Yeah,
have to
it's
find
even
somebody
worse
else
for
to
you
do it
trying to
with.
stop that thing. Right.
I was following a course
Okay.
to Pennsylvania. That was a fun trip. When we were heading out to Ohio there,
Okay.
following,
Oh, yeah.
but it
If I
sucked.
actually found somebody I can show it off with. Uh, so I have the cruise set to 50 or 55 in the
Oh, you got that
bottom
big orange
corner.
light on.
Yeah. Also, it's a
Probably
reverse.
emissions
But
related.
I had the cruise set to 55. Person in front of me is keeping me at 50. So my truck will actually match their speed.
So you got the camera system like the iDrive on the whatever it is, like the Subarus had.
Yeah.
The adaptive,
So
adaptive
these things practically
cruise
drive
control.
themselves. Yeah, the adaptive
That,
cruise.
yep.
Personally, I don't
The
really
only
care.
problem with that is at nighttime makes me want to fall asleep. Oh, says he lost his device not connected again.
That's weird. How is
Could be the
that
area
thing?
he's in.
Yeah, you don't know where he's at.
There we go. Got you back, Rusty.
Yeah, it doesn't like me switching cameras. It actually shuts it off on me. I got to turn it back on.
Yeah, that's the problem I had last time. I don't know why they mess with things. Like you said, the Samsung
Where are
update
you at
that
right
you're
now,
actually
Rusty?
complaining about.
Just came out of downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Been kind of a long day. Started in southern Indiana, went down to just west of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm back here in Indianapolis. I guess I get to go up by Mary tomorrow, up in Michigan.
Now, would you rather drive your
Nice.
6.0 with your trailer, or would you rather drive that with the box, or with the trailer behind you?
Uh, I've pulled trailers behind me for many years, so I think I'd rather have. I know as far as type of trailer, I don't know if I'd rather have like a drive-in or a reefer. I've done both, but
What would you rather have, your pickup with a tow behind, or a big truck with a fifth wheel?
I think I'd rather do the big truck with the fifth wheel.
Ease of turning.
Yeah, ease of turning and uh, put in quite a few more miles on the big truck than I do the pickup. So, especially with
Oh yeah,
trailers.
they take it better. Hey, they take it a lot better. And I'm trying to work. Well, I was working on my CDL, but now it's just I mean, truck I drive is not non-CDL, but as soon as I hook up a trailer to it, it's CDL. So it's like I need to get my ass in gear and get it just to be safe. My med card and blah blah blah.
Hmm.
But it's crazy. They want me to have my A for what I drive, and it's like that's insane.
Yeah, I've got my
They
Class
can't.
A in 2004, so I've had mine for a few minutes.
Yeah, I went to a driving school and they gave me like a pre-test and like, oh yeah, you only need the 8 hour course. You don't need the 40 hour course.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like then you get all the BS of medication and stuff. It's like I take one medication brings my blood pressure up, so I got to take another one to bring it down. Oh well, you can only get a med card for 1 year. You can't do a 2 year. I'm like, really? And they just wanted you to jump through hoops and this and that. Oh,
Yeah, depending on medications, the medical examiner can say, yes, you can have a medical card, or no, you can't. No medical card, no CDL.
Hmm.
yeah, I'm actually worried about putting my glasses on for the test. I don't want to be that guy that needs to have the glasses anymore. But again, I'm getting to that age where I think I need to have my glasses on for my CDL. Not for my driver's license. I'm still good with that, but CDL seems to be different.
It's
You hear it
like,
for one step into driver's
I gotta
license
have
and
my
your
glasses,
CDL.
gotta have my glasses for driving, but like when I'm out prospecting, hardly ever wear them.
Hmm.
Don't want to drop them in
Most
the
time,
soil or the sand, get them scratched up. Plus too
when I take
goddamn
them,
much.
I set them down in the camper, and then like day one, I'll set them in the camper. I'll do my prospecting, and then while we're packing up to leave, it's like, oh, gotta grab my glasses.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Of course, if anybody asks me, are you nearsighted or farsighted? I have to say both. I'm nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other.
No.
The worst of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, they tend to work
Oh,
against me sometimes.
I use mine to read like license plates and street signs better. I can read them, but I gotta get close to them. But from a distance, that's what they help for. Why are you chasing the dog?
Hmm.
Stop tormenting. Who's tormenting who? The dog's
Chasing
tormenting you, or
dog.
you tormenting the dog?
Dog's tormenting your kid.
I think the dog is tormenting him.
I might have to see about bringing my dog with me for a while. Now she'd been
What's that,
moping
Mister?
around because she misses me.
Oh.
Of course, I bring
Puggy,
her, and the other
Puggy
two will
needs
probably be
sleepers.
moping around because they miss each other.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez. Yeah, probably.
I know that one. These guys. My puppy
I
passed
know I
away,
hate.
and then the old lady's puppy was upset and everything, and then my son got another dog, and now she's happy again.
Oh,
But again,
jeez.
now she's getting old, so it's like, oh, so
No.
it's just like this cycle where you got to, you know, the young, the old, the young, the old.
Yeah. My dog
Surprised by
hates when
the
I leave, but
what's that?
so my dog hates when I leave, but when I try to bring him with, he don't want to go nowhere.
That sounds like my kids.
So then I gotta force his ass in the car. Yeah, he's worse than a kid. I'll put it that way. Definitely
You just
worse.
gotta feed them and everything, and that makes them happy. Kids, they whine, cry, complain, bitch, moan.
Pretty much what my dog does. He whines
What's
and
up, J
moans.
Dog? Mentally corrupted.
Pretty much.
My dog mainly
Sounds like
complains
Nugget
that she doesn't get to
100%.
go.
Oh,
No, here comes the big dum dum. Come here. You say hi. Got all the RC cars and come on. Are you afraid to step over things? Oh, I know the RC cars. Come on. You can step over the box. Hello. Hey, Joe Blow. Yes, you were a very special doggy. I don't know how you're so skinny, but Turkish Kangal loves to
come
put
on,
the booty
dude.
hair everywhere. Yes, you good pup.
Go
Come with the
back.
box of rocks. All right, go ahead. Come on with your butt. All right. I'm going to end this stream. I'm tired. I've been going all
Okay.
day. Oh, John dropped out,
If
but
we
that's
know
all
that
right.
feeling.
Yeah. You be safe, Rusty. Take care of
I
yourself.
will. I will.
Hopefully we get to catch up again soon. Maybe I get that
I hope so.
what the heck is that? The hell's that prize that you guys got over there in Ohio there? The four
Uh,
stage with the trommel.
uh, the gold cube.
That's it, the gold cube. Yeah. Hopefully I get to win that, and then I get to come out there and see you guys to get it.
Oh, well, the one that we're raffling off, it's actually a 3-stack, and it doesn't have the trommel.
Oh, well, either way, it's an excuse to come out there again.
Oh,
Either way.
yeah, that it is. Well, it's the drawing won't be till the first weekend of November. It might be chilly by then.
Yeah, I might have to wait a little bit then. But it's still a good excuse to come back out there.
Oh,
I had a hell of a time.
yeah, it was fun. It was nice meeting new people.
Oh yeah, it's always that's the best part of it. Everybody's like, "Well, you could come hang out with us and this and that." I'm like, "Well, I already know you guys. The object is to meet everybody else." What's up, Dutchy? Meeting new people is the name of the game, man.
And meeting new people and spreading the knowledge.
Oh, I learned a lot. Learned a lot about dredging, how I was doing it wrong. Oh, I see John. I see John's face back. There we go.
What up?
What are you back at work?
Yeah, I got to work, so it was switching Wi-Fi, and it never caught up to the Wi-Fi at my work. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just turn the Wi-Fi off and Sure enough, as soon as I turned it off, I was able to pop back in.
That's how it goes. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm ending this thing, and everybody have yourselves a great night. I'm gonna suck this bit of
See you
mixers
all
down.
later.
So thank you all. It was great to see you guys again, and hopefully we get to do it next week. Take care of that finger, John.
Yep. You have a good one too,
Later,
Wrench.
Rusty.
Later, Rusty.
Everybody in
Later.
chat, have a
Later,
great
everyone
night.
in chat.
Big red button.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.